Samuel Montembault has recently been selected for the NHL Four Nations Face-Off tournament in February. Many were not surprised with this pick, but previous to the announcement, there was a debate on who should have been selected for the team when it was unveiled the three goaltenders that were selected for Team Canada, those being Jordan Binnington, Adin Hill, and Montembault. Since the announcement, some journalists has picked up a narrative that the choosing of Montembault was a political one. I think people have already formed their own opinions, but let me throw my hat into the ring. Let's talk about it.
This is double penetration.
As I said, Montembault was selected on December the 2nd, and he will be representing Canada at the Four Nations Face-Off in February of 2025. Montembault has a sheet of credentials. He's won gold for Canada before. Montembault has demonstrated that he can be a good starting goalie. And while I thought that Jordan Binnington and Adin Hill were the front runners, Montembault was certainly one of the individuals that could have been selected for that third spot. The goaltending in Canada, I will admit, has taken a change within the past 10 years. No longer is the system cranking out Carey Prices, Patrick Roy, Martin Brodeur, Marc-André Fleury, and the countless other S-tier goaltenders. We're seeing more American goaltenders reach that elite level, and Russian goaltenders. We can talk about why that might be happening, but that's a big topic. Instead, I'd like to stick to the topic at hand. But first, can I ask you to subscribe? If you're stuck around this long, you must at least be interested in what I'm talking about. I do stuff like this all the time. I'd love to have you as part of the community. If you're already subscribed, you can just like the video. Helps me out with search results or something. So as I was saying, an individual recently published an article on the Edmonton Journal, and subsequently other journals have picked it up because they're probably seeing that this article is picking up steam and getting the clicks, getting the engagement that they'd like to see. That's the problem with journalism these days. And it's not just online journalism, it's mainstream media as well. I hate talking about the mainstream media like that, like some nutball, but it's a problem. They have to focus on the things that incite more reaction. And I think that's exactly what's going on here. The article that this David Staples produced is very fluffy. He compares stats to other goaltenders in the league. And as we all know, stats are not completely representative of what is happening with the individual player. Since the article is released, Montembault has posted a shutout and another win. But again, that's all besides the point. In the article, he cites an individual who is an industry insider. His name is John Shannon. And yes, he has a long career inside the sports community. But as far as I can tell, he hasn't been around for a while. And the thing about quoting individuals who have not been in the industry for a while is you're not going to get the best representation of what's going on in the current industry. When I look up this John Shannon online, I'm able to find his profile on Sportsnet. His short bio says John Shannon has seen it, done it, and been there when it comes to all things sports broadcasting. The 36-year sports media veteran brings extensive experience from both behind and in front of the camera to his role as an insider and analyst for the NHL on Sportsnet. And it has his last article published 5 years ago. When I click on his handle for Twitter, it goes to a page without a profile picture or banner with the bio that says hardworking guy, joined September 2019, following 36, 2 followers. His only post is climate change is real, folks, posted on September 20th, 2019. And then he retweets a Jake Tapper tweet that says happy Friday and an animation of who I believe is Sean Spicer, former speaker for President Donald Trump. Anyway, I think Mr. Shannon's statement is dubious, and I think we can just leave it at that. I have other opinions, but I'm not going to make them right now. All I'm saying is that this article is very loose, and what happened after this article was posted is copycats sprouted. Articles were being published that were even looser in details, but just perpetuating the idea or the narrative that Samuel Montembault is not a qualified goaltender for Team Canada in the Four Nations face-off. So I just think it's another case of irresponsible writing on the behalf of a journalist. And further to that, once you bring up the politics behind this post, he cites that Montembault was chosen because he's French, and not only French, but French speaking from Quebec. What kind of snowball do you think that creates when you start saying an individual is getting special treatment because they're from a certain community or a certain place? What does that sound like? Bad look, right? Not a good look. I wonder if this article would have been written if Montembault was not Caucasian. Just putting that out there. Maybe doesn't even necessarily have anything to do with it. Just putting it out there.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. I shouldn't have said that.
But I digress. I could probably talk about this for a really long time. It's an interesting topic. I really want to put the screws to it and poke some holes in it. Do your own research. I can't believe I just said do your own research after having said mainstream media is salacious. But anyway, if you gotten this far, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video, it helps me with search results. And as always, and I don't really know what to expect, I'll see you down below in the comments.